in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Ooh. I got packages on packages on packages. I got packages on packages on packages. You know what? If my husband is watching, I love my love language is gifts. Gifts. Okay. I'm a gift girl. I got some stuff coming to me from I told you on my last live, I got a lot of people are sending me a lot of beauty stuff. I guess because I'm gorgeous. I'm getting a lot of beauty stuff sent to me. So I'm going to start doing reviews on this stuff because I'm not giving all this stuff that I get sent to me one video per item. It's not happening. Who got time like that? Especially if this pandemic hopefully wraps up soon. I'm gonna be out in them streets. I won't have time to do all of this. How are we doing? Hey, Kimberly. What's up, Ordered Step? Shout out to my moderators in the building. Let me tell y'all how y'all have been chatting up in here about Clare and Dell. Did I tell y'all? I told y'all. I think it's Adaze. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but Adaze said Clare needs to exercise some discernment in her next relationship. I agree, but I don't think discernment is her thing. How are we doing, my loves? Sophie, so I think it's Sophircy, I think, said no one is shocked. I had to play shocked. Listen. Yes, even we in here. Yeah, get in here. Yeah. Oh, big girl. I want your bag get up. Yeah, I'm a gifts girl. I want to wake up to gifts. I want to go to sleep to gifts. Gifts, donations. Fiddly said, let's get into this tea. Guys, it just, to be honest with you, it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard to see, right? It wasn't hard to call. It really, really wasn't. Also, guys, my other lives have structure. This one won't. We just going to be in here chatting. Nelly said, we knew we'd be here. Hey, Mary. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Enrico. Yeah. Oh, poor girl. Dell was not ready. Denard said Claire's definitely backup plan is that one guy that says he has demons. I hope not. He was scary. There we go. He was scary. Jason. Yes, Jason. Oh, Kimberly Mayfield says she never wants to see her again. No. Oh, DBT Queen, we haven't gotten into it yet. We're about to. Yeah, I'm going to start off with those statements because that hurt me. Because when Dell released his statement, I thought it was a mutual thing, like he said. But Clare obviously was not on board. I told you, KT, just in time for paradise. He saw them women on The Bachelor and said, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, 56 song. Yeah, I told y'all. Hey, Yolande. Yeah, it was rushed. Amira, I'm going to talk about that. I don't think she can come back to the show. Oh, Wendy, I'm so jealous. Wendy Sims 31 said, I need to clean and then make some curry chicken. Oh, you know what? I think I might make some curry chicken in my crock pot. Hey, Zora. El Boogie in the building. Hey, Bree 53. Can we talk about how he hired paparazzi to interview him at the market? Bree, come on, this is the game. This is what he had to do. Victoria said Rachel on her podcast with Van said that Dell won't be back on any Bachelor franchise because apparently he cheated on Claire. Okay, let's get into it because I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. Dell cheated on Claire with the New York real estate agent claiming it was his business partner. Hey, Candace. Oh God, y'all got me. Listen, let's get into it. I was trying to wait for 10 minutes, but it's so. Oh, I'm trying to wait. Rini A said, Spencer from Tasia's season already asked Claire out for coffee. Spencer, you don't want Claire. Okay? Let's just stop that. Oh, thank you, Dwayne. Primark. I got this from Primark in London. I didn't get it. My sister was at Primark and she saw all of these glitter turbans and she just got me a bunch. Hey, Kiss by Hypergamy. Oh, they do? Listen, thank you. But they about to get done. Done. Caitlin said, I know that Dale is getting a lot of heat right now, but I want to see him on Bachelor in Paradise. Me too. Bachelor in Paradise is going to be hot. We deserve it. We deserve a hot Bachelor in Paradise. Listen, just how the other men had no fair shot with Claire, neither did he. He was rushed and forced to propose by production. Come on. Hey, Joyce. Baba, you are not late. We haven't started yet. I'm just reading everybody's comments. I'm about to get it on and popping. Curated Keys, I believe, said, why would the statement be mutual when the engagement wasn't mutual? Hashtag Freedell. Zora said, Bachelor in Paradise is going to be fire, girl. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Bachelor in Paradise is going to be so hot and messy. Hot and messy, just what we need. We deserve. I don't want no love stories and all that. Like, listen, that's not what Bachelor in Paradise is for. Bachelor in Paradise is supposed to be messy and hot, and we're finally going to get it. I'm so excited. Hey, Latoya's in the building. Oh, okay. So I thought you got this from Primark. Latoya, it's my sister, everyone. She said that she got it from the Portobello Market in London. You told me Primark, but thank you, sis. This is where she got it from. So my UK subscribers, she got it from the Portobello Market in London. Oh, that's okay. I am Awesome Productions. Thank you for joining us. Ashley, isn't it the most anticipated Bachelor in Paradise ever? Listen, I'm so sorry. But when Dale put up that statement, I was just like, let's just get to Bachelor in Paradise. You know what, Matt? Again, the issue with Matt is that I don't know him. So I walked into the situation, like we the viewers just walked into the situation blindly. And one of the producers, he was doing an interview and he released a statement saying that because somebody said that the ratings are suffering. They think the ratings are suffering because of diversity. And he was just like, well, they just have to deal with it. Please don't make it a race thing. Matt is hot. We're still there watching. We are enjoying the women. But you know that with The Bachelor, at least this formula, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, you know with this formula, Tristan and Ryan are different. That was when the show first started. But you know this formula, you have to, it's better when you pick somebody that we know and we've been on this journey with. So that we can be invested. We're not really invested in Matt because we don't really know anything about him. And I think it's also because we have a lot going on. We have a lot going on as a nation. We're dealing with, we just changed from one demonic, psychotic administration to one that we really don't know about, but we're happy. But we're still like, on the brink of insanity. We're all broke. Everything is shut down. Some of us have never lived through a pandemic before. We're living through a pandemic, a financial crisis, and we are on the brink of a civil war. We got a lot going on, so you have to entertain us. You choosing this guy that we don't know because of Black Lives Matter is not working out for you. It has nothing to do with the fact that he is Black. Maybe for some people, because I realize it's always about race. I'm telling you, everything is about race. And look, baby, down to the freaking ice cream we like, race. But I think for a majority of the fan base, we have a lot going on and we just cannot really be invested in this dude that we really don't know. Like, I'm telling you, I told you guys when my first review, I'm like, nah, I don't care. Like, I just don't know him. So I'm not invested in his love story. The women are interesting. I'm having a good time watching them, but I'm still not running to the TV to see who Matt is going to pick, because I just don't really know Matt. I don't know his journey, and it works a lot better with a bachelor or bachelorette that we already have a relationship with, because we can either root for them or, root for their demise. He's not a character that we have any stakes in. And enough, and also with him not having any stakes in him, we're also, like I said before, we're dealing with a lot. So it's sometimes what we're dealing with just gets the best of us and we don't really tune in. But I don't think it has solely to do with him being Black. I think the majority of it is that they just pick somebody we don't know. It would have worked maybe if you picked Tyler and him, you know what I mean? Do a dual season, do something like that. That would have kept us, because one, we know Tyler, and two, we have this drama. Then we have race, right? Then we have the ladies fighting over who's like, that's a lot different than just picking a stranger and wanting us to give you the same viewership that we give to people that we know and we're invested in. That's what it is. So y'all not going, because what I don't want them to do is throw this on diversity, then make the excuse of, oh, this is why we don't have, people of color, bachelors and bachelorettes, because people don't watch. Don't do that. You did a move that didn't work out for you. You were too quick to be a part of a movement that you really don't support, because you just could have thrown Black Lives Matter some coin. You ain't have to give us a bachelor, because you gave us this bachelor who, as soon as he got on the show, said, well, I got a white mama. It didn't work out for you. It just did not work out for you. Like, y'all messed up. Y'all really messed up, because if you were y'all pushed the whole Black agenda, right? Sound like a Proud Boy, but you know what I mean? Like, they were marketing to the Black community. Then you give us this stranger, but he's Black, so that's why everybody's going to watch, because he's Black. So you're advertising us. We come to the show because he's Black. We want to see who this Black bachelor is. He gives us a whole PSA about some people, Black women, are going to be disappointed by who I pick, because my mom is white. And I'm just like, what the hell is this? So he's just not doing well because of that. Don't say it's because, a lot of the viewers don't respond well to a Black lead. He told you he's not Black. So now what? Now what? The Bachelor said I'm not Black. So now what? Now what the issue is? His mom is white. So now what's the issue? Stop it. Y'all picked a stranger and had him lead your biggest show. That's what didn't work out. Let's get into it. Ooh, baby, not tonight. Clare and them damn babies. Abigail is the bachelorette. We know this. Abigail, we've been here long enough to know how the formula goes. Abigail is the bachelorette. We all know. Because we got her introduction, we got her whole story. Matt gave her the rose. Then he never talked to her ever again, because she's the bachelorette. So that's the thing. I told y'all, I'm kind of getting tired of the Bachelor Nation. I just got to be honest with you. The Black leads, or the Black leads who become people of color and a multiracial when the show start, they've exhausted me. I'm exhausted. I just feel like I need a break. I think let's let another melanated community take over the leads. I'm exhausted. So I feel like for me, I was going to take a break, but I think the Bachelorette is going to be Abigail. And how can I not watch that journey? See what I'm saying? I'm I'm invested. Before I watched this show, I said I'm not doing any more, any more Bachelor Nation stuff. Like I'm done. Like I needed a break from it, right? Then we meet Abigail. I like her. I'm invested in her story. I'm definitely coming back for the Bachelorette. That's how it works, Bachelor. That's how it works. I'm invested in this girl already. I'm going to watch her journey, and then I'm going to be invested when she comes back as the lead. TV 101. How did you miss this? Don't put it on the blacks. Don't put it on us. My portable. I can't wait. My portable bidet is here. They gave me another update. Tyler is in a relationship with who? He gets on my nerves. It should have been his position. They definitely should have picked Mike. Mike would not have disappointed us this season. Why? Because we're invested in him and we like him. We would have been excited to watch Mike's season. All right, let's talk about Dale. So Claire and Dale are done. Claire and Dale are done. Somebody, I don't know if you're in the chat, but somebody left a comment on my video, my first video that I did for Claire hashtag / Tasia's season. And they were just like, wow, everything that you said was going to happen happened. She was like, you called it from the beginning. Listen, I love me some Claire, but our girl was mad thirsty. Mad thirsty. And we know that she continues to pick the wrong guy. We've seen her in Paradise. Now we've seen her here. We saw how as soon as she hugged Dale, all he had to do was lift her up. And now all of a sudden, he was her husband. I think I just met my husband. Wow. Nothing else that he did during the 4 days that they were, on this show together gave off that he was at the same place that she was at. If anything, I just felt like Dale enjoyed the attention. I don't think he enjoyed Claire. And I'm not saying that he didn't like her. He wasn't attracted to her. I just don't think that when he got down on his knee, when Chris Harrison put a pistol to his head and told him to propose, I just don't think that that's what he wanted to do. However, you got to think about the optics. She is the Bachelorette. She likes him and loves him and wants to be married to this man. Chris Harrison comes to him and says, listen, she wants to leave with you. She's found her pick and she's done. What do you want to do? We saw Dale's face. He was like, like he wasn't even like, yes, I'm ready. Like he wasn't Benoit. Benoit would have been like, absolutely, yes, let's go. Dale was not like that. He enjoyed the attention. He liked, the special treatment that he was getting. He did not want to propose to this woman whose last name I don't even think he knew at that time. It was too fast for him, but you can tell that the dude felt pressured. That's why I feel bad for him. Because we all saw it. We all saw Dale's face. We all saw him get down on one knee. We all heard his voice shaking. He did not want to propose to that woman. He felt pressured to do it from the show. And let's be real, from the fan base. And again, the optics. Even though, Dale, even though Dale has a white mama, you know what I mean? He still got a black daddy. And this is America, right? So you get judged for the black parent. So he cannot tell this white woman that, no, I'm not where you're at. I want to stay and date you here. Or if we're getting in a new Bachelorette, I want to see who that is because I'm hoping it's probably Tasia. Like he can't say that. So he had to do that because he knew that the backlash, and I'm seeing it, which is why I'm also doing this because I don't think it's fair. The backlash that the women from Bachelor Nation are giving this dude is wrong and it's unwarranted and it's unnecessary because we watched it. We made jokes about it, okay? We all talked about how she was like forcing this dude to be in a relationship with her. And we all know, yes, he could say no, but then what would have happened to him? How would the fan base have perceived this guy? And then we see it happening now because he released a statement before. Now, this is what I will say, Dale. Two things I disagree with Dale on. One, I know it was tough. I know it was hard. but I felt like he could have been a bit more transparent with Claire. I do think that he liked her. I do think that he enjoyed her time and how she treated him on this show. I do not think that he was I don't believe that he was where she was at in their relationship. And I think he should have been transparent with her and told her that he probably wanted to move a little slow or something like that, right? And I also do not agree with him releasing a statement, acting as if this is a joint statement, and we find out from Claire it's not. Now let's talk about what DeWay sent me. She sent me Dell's story. Oh, I have my AirPods on. Hold on. Look at me. I got my AirPods still attached to my phone. I'm that girl. Let me disconnect. Let me disconnect my phone. Period. Disconnect it. Okay. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I finally feel comfortable getting on here after having some time to process everything that's gone on. And I know a lot of y'all have seen me smile on social media and say I don't seem as burdened by this, but that's the farthest thing. Like, this time has sucked. And thank God I have the friends and the family that I have, because they've literally had to carry me through the last 2+ weeks. And building a relationship is tough, especially when you're doing it in the public eye, and media will take things and run with them. People will spread lies or always want to point the finger, but the fact of the matter is there's no one person to blame in this situation. And like every relationship, we've had our ups and downs, and
be quiet, Kimberly.
We've gone through our things, but the statements that came out, like, this thing came out of nowhere. And I love Claire and respect Claire enough to let her know how I feel, even if that's expectations of everybody else. And it's going to take time. I wanted nothing more than to make this relationship work. And I put my heart and soul into it each and every day. And I wanted nothing more than to build a healthy relationship. And while this is going to be difficult, what you'll see from me is trying to practice what I preach and continue to put my best foot forward each and every day. And while trying to find some sense of normalcy, I'm also going to continue to try to find joy and happiness in each day and continue to share that. And everything else is in God's hands. So you all for
they always bring in the Lord.
The outreach and the messages have been truly amazing. And it's helping a lot during this time, and I'll never forget it.
What the message say? Love doesn't go anywhere when the container of a relationship changes. Dale, what? Girl, you are giving it. This is the thing. Dale was not in love with Claire. Dale, and this is another problem I have with you, Dale. You should not have been intimate with that woman if you were not where she was at in their relationship. We all saw it. We all knew it. We all knew it was too quick. We love Claire, but we know she's not the sanest bachelorette that we have ever had. Not saying that something is wrong with her, but Claire is Claire a little extra. Okay, we know that Claire is extra, so we were expecting a show. So she performed exactly how we knew that she would perform. You did not, and I know you felt pressure. I have to give him that. But you did not have to lead her on. And you got to be honest with yourself. When you saw that she was moving that fast and you weren't in the same place, there was a way to communicate it. But I do feel like after he saw the way Claire cussed out the men, I don't think he wanted to be on I don't think he wanted to be on the receiving end of that. And I get that. But then you should not have been intimate with her. Like, that's the thing. You know that this lady wanted to marry you and have your baby. She was talking about having babies with you after knowing you for like 4 weeks. Maybe even 3. And we saw your face when Chris Harrison was just like, what's the next step? And she was like, babies. Babies. And Dad was like, yeah. Boy, you could have said something after the show. You could have been pumped the brakes, but you're going to go up there, be living with her in Sacramento, swimming in her vagina. You did not have to do that. That was the wrong statement, because you were giving off that you were at the same place in your relationship that you were with her. And I think he was playing the game like they all do, trying to make this relationship last a year. Unfortunately, they both weren't in on it. It, like I said, it works better when both participants in the bachelor or the bachelorette are in on it, when they're just like, listen, we are not where we should be. So let's just ride this wave for what it is. Still date, still see if it actually works. But it works a lot better when they use that time, that engagement year, as a time to actually date, to see if they want to be with each other outside of the show, outside of the manufactured love story of the show. It works better when they just date each other. Even if they're at the point where they don't really feel like being with each other, great. Then it can turn into a business partnership, right? Unfortunately, Dale did not get that situation that a lot of people get when they come out of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. He got a bachelorette who was damn serious about the role of this show. He got a bachelorette who wanted the husband when she left, who wanted to be pregnant right now. Like, she wanted to be doing a pregnancy announcement right now. He didn't get the partner in crime, okay? He got somebody who was dead serious about the role that she took on this show. And it's just unfortunate, because we know at this point, when you come on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, we know what you're here for. We know that there are maybe like 3 people who are actually there for love and to find a, life partner. We know the rest are there for career opportunities, for Instagram followers, for some little pseudo, Z-list celebrity fame. Like, we know that's what they're there for. So we know that these people will perform and give us a good show. He didn't get that. And I think he expected that like everybody else, but he didn't get that. And you have to take responsibility for moving in with that woman and having sex with her. The minute you had sex with her, you cross so many lines. I will give you leaving with her, even proposing, because I could understand that pressure from the show. When you moved into her home, became intimate with that woman, would go with her to see her mother, that's when you messed up, bro. That's when you messed up. You should have said, listen, while y'all were in the freaking car going back to the hotel or wherever you was going to get your stuff, or even at the airport, even at LAX, you should have been like, hey, listen, I prayed about it. Throw the Lord in it, like y'all always do. Throw the Lord in it. I prayed about it, and I feel like I just want to take it not slow, but I want to go at a normal pace now that we're out of the show. I felt like we moved a little too fast. I'm very interested in you. I have a business on the East Coast. You live on the West Coast. We need to further discuss these things to see if this relationship can, stand the test of time, stand the distance, stand the test of distance. That's where you should have been. You're flying out to her home, making TikToks with her, TikToking in a coochie, and now all of a sudden you're releasing a statement and you think everything should be Gucci, especially when she don't know about it. No, I can't rock with you, bro. I can't rock with you. I feel bad for you because I see how the fan base is turning on you, but you also made some decisions to put you in that situation. Thank you, Joey, for that. Did I take a picture of his statement? So let's talk about these statements. Hold on, I took a picture of both. Let's talk about Dale's statement. Just in time for paradise, I'll give you that. He knew exactly what he was doing. Did I delete it? I probably deleted it. I don't like having mess in my phone. Hold on, let me go to my stories. I think I saved that there. Da 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 da. Snoop Dogg. I talk to y'all so much. There are so many Instagram chats where I am like, we are chatting it up. I'll just look for it. So I can't find it. Del Moss Instagram statement. Because Claire left her statement up. He gonna put his statement on Insta stories. Because you know you're wrong. That's how you know you're wrong. When you put your thing on Instagram stories, but it's not actually on your Instagram, oh, you knew what you were doing. You knew exactly what you were doing. Da 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 da. Snoop Dogg. And I want to know who was in his Instagram stories. Oh, no. Wait. Did he delete it? I think I just saw it. Oh, yeah, he did delete it. And he put his parents up. Boy, we see the games you play. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy sent it to me. So here's Dell's statement. I wanted to share with you all that Claire and I, like y'all sitting down holding hands writing this together, Claire and I have decided to go our separate ways. We appreciate the love and support we've received from so many people, but this is the healthiest decision for both of us at this time. We strongly believe in leading with love and always remaining true to oneself, something our families have taught and instilled in us throughout our lives. We only hope the best things for one another. Please respect our privacy as we work through this. This is what Dale is saying, right? Let's hop on over to Claire, because Mother's statement is still up. Statement is still up. Still here. But Dale put his on Insta stories. Claire, I was made aware. I did not have to. Nikki, I'm sorry. Once an actress, always an actress. I was made aware of a mutual statement at the same time you all were. So I needed some time to really digest this. Speaking for myself, my intentions with this relationship has always been very clear. So the truth is, crushed. This is not what I expected or hoped for, and I'm still trying to process this. Your fiance broke up with you on Instagram? I'm fighting. 2020 was a hell of a year with COVID, battling severe anxiety post-show, balancing a public new relationship, all while slowly losing my mother. Trash out. This is where you messed up. I'm telling you, you should have left this woman alone. Oh, God. It hasn't been ideal circumstances, but that is life, right? I have been looking forward to the light at the end of the tunnel. Our relationship was not perfect, but I can say that I was genuinely invested with all of my heart. I may not have all the answers, but I do know this. Come on, girl. I will continue to show up, stand by my word, and be committed to love. There you go. You know what, Claire? And the next post is this. Her dog on the beach. And the scripture is Nehemiah 6:9. Now, y'all know I'm a Bible scholar, but I ain't been a Nehemiah in a second. Nehemiah 6:9. What's Nehemiah 6:9? Y'all kills me. God, y'all bring God in the Bible in so much mess. God wasn't on the show. God was not on The Bachelorette or The Bachelor. Stop bringing him into this mess. This is a TV show for entertainment. The devil was in this. He put this mess together, not the Lord. Oh, you know what? I got the Bible app. I done forgot I had the Bible app. You know what? I got to get myself together. Here it is, the Holy Bible. I got to get myself together because I got someplace to go. No, thanks. And I'm praying. Is Nehemiah? Can Nehemiah is a book? Yeah, I remember Nehemiah. You know what? Maybe not. Am I spelling it? 6. Oh, here it is. Nehemiah 6:9. For they all made us afraid, saying, their hands shall be weakened from work, that it be not done. Now, therefore, oh God, strengthen my hands. Okay. Why you need strong hands? Are you trying to fight him? I stand with that. Like, if she want to beat him up, listen, he broke your heart. He broke your heart, girl. Do what you got to do. Get them strong hands from the Lord and beat him up. Because listen, I told y'all I felt bad for Dell. But after he was intimate with her, after he moved in with her, and after he was going back and forth to see her mother, this is on him. You're a grown man and you made that decision. Now you on your Instagram stories because you won't put it on Instagram. Why not? Because you know what you're doing is wrong. You won't put it on Instagram. You'll put it on your story so that stuff could disappear. And then, you're putting out all this, oh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. Claire and I, we came to a mutual decision to break up. It wasn't mutual. Y'all were having some problems. And instead of facing her, you're her fiance. You're not some dude that she met on Tinder and was like going out on a couple dates. You're her fiance. Could at least FaceTimed her. Like, you go on Instagram stories and break up with the girl. So she don't hear it from you. She hears it from fans. She hears it from friends, but she don't hear it from you that y'all two are no longer together. You went about this so wrong. You could have bounced back from this so nicely. You're going to be a villain on Paradise, but I want you on it. I want you on Paradise. We need it. I don't care what Rachel says. I don't care what none of them Bachelor favorites say. Bachelor or Bachelorette faves. I don't care what Bachelor Nation says. You need to get on Paradise, especially now. One, because we need to have a hot Paradise. Two, you have to redeem yourself. That's the only way you can redeem yourself. If you go on Paradise doing all the pouting, and just, I thought we were going to make it. We just didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Go on there, do all that pout and be that guy, right? Start something with somebody there and allow us to fall in love with this natural love story. That's what you need to do. You have to go in there. Listen, the ladies don't like you now, right? Once they see you all tanned and, shining with water all glistening all over your body with all over them abs and everything, we're going to forgive you. We'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm mad at Dal. But look at Dal on the beach. Who knew he could tan like that? He's caramel. You need to go on Paradise. We got a super chat from Tracy. Tracy said, Nikki, you have requests to reenact the kiss. I'm just telling you what the family want. What kiss? Oh, no. Thank you so much for the super chat. Is it the kiss where she like aggressively grabbed his head? My sister took my mannequin head. I don't have it. Oh. Like, who would he get with on Paradise? Let's look at it. ABC. I'm still stuck on Nehemiah. Is she trying to say, God, give me... Why you need strength in your hands? Child, if you want to fight him, just say that. Oh, did I thank you for the super chat, Tracy? Thank you for the super chat. Y'all want, this is the thing, right? I will say this. Y'all want him to get with a black woman, right? I was all up and down Dale's Instagram, right? And then I was clicking on tag pictures, and then I got to his sister's page, and then women. And I started looking, and I was like, you know what? I think that's a possibility. Because let me tell you something. Dale's black side is hood, and they are very influential. Not only are they hood, they blackity black on that side. And then I saw his mama's side, and they ghetto. So I don't know. And I'm not saying that you got to be hood or ghetto to be with a black woman, but I'm just saying the culture of Dale is very black. So I don't know where he on this way from. I don't know. He got a little voice box thing going on, or maybe he got a sneeze, and maybe that's why the voice is so nasally. But after looking at his Instagram, I was just like, I feel like a sister had a shot over Claire. You gotta go to them tag pictures. I'm telling you, when you get to them tag pictures, you start seeing who they really are. was just like, oh, it's blackness over here. It's a real black on this side. And then you click to the mother side, and I'm just like, oh, y'all just ghetto. Okay. Claire, I don't think you was his type. I don't think you was his type. Who was Matt getting with in Paradise? You know, it might just be Chelsea. It might be Chelsea from my research. It seems like Chelsea is more his speed. Oh, again, forgive me. AT&T. There we go. Chelsea. I think Chelsea got a shot. Who else? He can't. Abigail's not going because that's our bachelorette. Abigail is not going. This freaking internet. Jocking my style, bro. Chelsea. Listen, I don't know how far Bree. I know y'all love Bree, but I don't know how far Bree is going. Bree might have a shot with Dale. Because I know y'all love yourself some Bree, and Matt seems like he's interested in Bree. But them the trailer for the rest of the season, when we get to the hometowns, I don't see Bree. I don't see Bree. Who else? That ballerina, she has to redeem herself. Bree. Jacinia. I think Jacinia has a shot. This is Jacinia. Because we all know that he's picking Sundown Town Rachel. So we don't even have to go through we don't even have to go through with the mother broads. He's picking Sundown Town Rachel. We all know. I picked it up before I even knew about her. Before he even told me about that girl, I was just like, why is he tapping her, pulling her to the side and telling her she did a great job? She not the only broad over there going through something for not going on this date. Why you pick Rachel? Kayla or Kyla. What is this girl's name? Kyla. I think she has a shot. I'm telling you, go look at Dell's Instagram. Tap them tag pictures. It's a whole different world than what we saw on The Bachelorette. Who y'all think he gonna get with? Kimberly said, I can't see Noah and Bennett in Paradise. Oh, but they're going. The drama they had with those two, they're going. They will be there. Chelsea's a good pick. She needs more screen time. Yeah. You never know. Chelsea and Dale. Child. All up on that beach. Listen, this is what we need. Come on, Paradise. Come on. Claire, Bella Fleur said, who do you see Claire with? Benoit. It's him. It's always been him. What's the problem, sis? What is the problem? Claire, I'm not saying old, right? I'm not saying you old. I'm going to say it's your big age. You got to be able to see who's the one at this age. You giving me a good 23-year-old energy where, you make dumb decisions. And it's just like, then you look back at the pictures and be like, you know what? It should have been Malcolm. But I was just, oh my goodness. Kareem was just so chocolate. Like, that's at 23. You dumb. You making them dumb decisions. Not at 39, mama. At 39, you looking a little different. You look like who is going to, make sure these bills are paid. Okay? Who is going to love me, when crow's feet start crowing? Like who is going to watch the kids or not give me any problems when I want to go out and dip in and do it with my girls and leave him for, who knows, 12 to 24 hours with the babies, right? Who's going to rub my feet when they swollen and I'm pregnant? Who's going to take care of me? You know what? Did I mention love, child? The older you get, the stuff you start taking off the list. But love. Who's going to love me more than I love myself? Let's go back to church. Because this show love to throw God and Christianity in it, but I don't see him in there. But anyway, let's go to that. Who's going to love me like Christ loved the church? Isn't that who we're supposed to be looking for, Christian ladies? A provider, a protector, someone who will love you like Christ loved the church. It's Benoit. It's Benoit. This dude keeps himself single, just waiting for you to come to your senses. You gotta think 39. You 23. That's the problem. You're 23 here. And what happens when you're 23 here, let's just be real, down here is leading the charge. It's all about the coochie. It's the coochie. And she keeps on thinking about her coochie. That gets her in trouble all the time. The coochie should definitely be stimulated by the dude, right? But it's a whole lot of other things that should be stimulating you first. He can provide. He has a kind heart. He is a gentleman. He treats me the way that I want to be treated. He stimulates my coochie. Not saying it has to be the last thing. It should be the first, Claire. That's where you start. You start with coochie stimulation and then you don't care about nothing else. Does he like me? Is he really interested in me? Does he want to live in the same place that I live? Benoit loves Canada. He will give Canada the deuces to be with you. Where are your girlfriends? Where are your girlfriends? I will tell you the truth. I would tell you the truth. You got to get better girlfriends, because if none of them is telling you about Benoit, they ain't your girlfriends. They ain't your girlfriends. I will always be like, listen, girl, you know I'm still Instagram friends with Benoit. When he heard about what happened with Dale, he did inbox me. And he did say that he's thinking about you and praying for you and, wishing you the best. And I told him, thank you for you, because I know, y'all not talking. He also let me know that he's going to be in town for about 2 weeks. He is actually making bandages for kids with little arms, something. I'm on the fly. But, he's helping children from disadvantaged communities have a whole arm. And he's just going to be here. He's taking out his time to do that. And then afterwards, he's going to go to a puppy mill and protest it to have it shut down. So, yeah, that's what he's going to be doing. If you're interested in seeing him, yeah, like that's, because that's Benoit. That's his heart. Yeah. That's what he's going to be doing if you're interested in spending some time with him. Come on. We got to steer our girlfriends in the right direction. This is the direction. She keep on going here. I get it. He's 6'5". He fine. You know what I mean? Rock hard. You laying on him. You like, when he picked you up, you lost your mind. I get it. I'm a woman. I totally understand. He don't want you, mama. He don't want you. He don't. Like Chris Harrison, come on. The way he's like, Deb, she's ready. Even Chris was shocked. He was like, she's done. She wants to be with you. Are you ready to do it? Like, on camera, he can't say no to this woman. So we feel bad for you because you were obviously pressured. But again, you made decisions after that just put you in such a bad light. You have to go to paradise and redeem yourself. And you know what? After you finish all that crying, Claire, start liking Benoit's pictures on Instagram, because that's how it starts. All y'all Facebook friends, like a little Facebook post about kindness or something like that. That's how you got to let them know that you're over Dell and you're interested again. It's always been him. It's always been him. What I don't want you to do is be 60, you know what I mean? And you are walking your dogs, girl, walking your dogs by a diner. And you glance into the diner because the smell of the apple pie catches your nose. And you, that smells delicious. Let me just wrap up the dogs and go in there and go into the diner. You open the door to the diner, and who do you see? Benoit and his wife and all them damn kids and grandkids. And you're just like, come on, guys, let's get out of here. And you're crying the whole way home. It could have been me. These were my grandkids. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. You only get it when you see him with another person or another family. Have we all not watched Sex in the City? Remember how she was with that guy? She wanted that guy back. I forget his name, but he was the one that had like the mullet. Child, listen, back in the day, my sister and my mom, everybody thought he was hot. I was like, okay. Not saying he ugly, but I'm just like, y'all want a man with a mullet? Anyway, she's reminiscing about him, wanting to get back with the dude. Not Claire, but we'll say Claire, walks by him. He turns around, he got the baby. And she's like, oh, hey. Because it's done at this point. He got a baby. He got a woman. He's done. I don't want you to recognize it when he's there. When he's there. As soon as he posts another chick on that Instagram, you're going to be like, oh, my God. Oh, Dale, I know she's just... Dale, I know Benoit's just going to be such a good boyfriend to her. Oh, he got her flowers. I remember when he got me flowers. Now, regret. Make the right choice the first time. Make the right choice. This is the thing with Claire, right? She liked Benoit until he liked her back. You are too old to be at that place. We're not doing that. We did that in high school, which is like, oh my God, you like me? Now I don't like you. Hey, I'm a girl. Like, we don't do that anymore. We are adult women. We want a certain way of life. When you find a man that can provide that, you take it. You take it. And you have it, and you just keep on throwing this guy, because even now he was still giving statements. Oh, Claire is such a good person. She didn't deserve that. What it was wrong with Dale did. Now he beefing with Dale over you, and you don't even like him. I feel like I'm at Bachelor Winter Games again. This is exactly how I was feeling with Bachelor Winter Games, because I could see it with the dude. I could see him. You wanted to be with him until he wanted you back. Until he wanted you back and he was loving on you, all of a sudden you was no longer attracted to him. Now you're attracted to that tender-eyed guy that was playing you with his wide neck self. All of a sudden you want to be with him. Then he plays you. And what do? You get mad and just decide to leave paradise, Winter Games. When the dude that wanted you was right there, he just ended up leaving because his heart was broken. Where are your girlfriends? I would never let my girlfriend go out like this. I would tell her the truth. You too damn old to be playing these games at your big age. You sit up here, every girl's night, you crying because you say you want to be married and you want to have kids. Then you start dating these guys that are probably your age or a little bit younger, but they 16-year-old in the mind. You picking dumb for what you're telling us that you want. If you're going to continue to pick like this, shut up. We don't want no more crying at ladies' night. We don't feel like it. You ruin it every damn time. Every damn time we show a picture of our baby or we talk about a new relationship, you start that crying because you keep on picking dummies and we keep on telling you and you don't listen. So we're done. Girls' night, ladies' night, you don't talk about them fools that you date because we keep on telling you. You showed us a picture. We told you he was tender-eyed. You still went out on a date with him. It didn't work out. You showed us a picture. We told you, okay, go ahead and do it. Then you start texting us and saying, well, I just found out on our 9th date that he has 6 kids. Girl, no. Oh, well, I'm invested at this point. He didn't tell you he had kids from the jump. What are you doing? Oh, he's also still married. Claire, stop coming to ladies' night. They got to get tough with her. They keep on playing with this. Do you got girlfriends? Do you have girlfriends? You know what? I'm not going to let you do this to me. You did this to me at Winter Games. I'm not letting you get me here. You're not taking nothing from me anymore. Damn it, Claire. What an exhausting friend you are. I want more for you. I don't even know you and I'm exhausted. I don't even know you and I'm exhausted. Girl, I want better for you. I don't know. I'm telling you, he gonna post a woman, Benoit, gonna post a new girlfriend. She gonna lose her damn mind. That's when it's gonna hit her. Because right now, he's always available to her. When he's no longer available, that's when the wheels start turning. There it is. Oh, I can't. That's gone. All right. Dale, no, he blocked me. Girl. And she can't go back to The Bachelor. Word on the street, and The Bachelorette, word on the street is that The Bachelor producers are done with her. Word on the street is that they did not like the fact that she cut the show early and they had to scramble to get a bachelorette. They did not like that. They did not enjoy Clare, which is why she was in none of the recaps and all of that stuff. They were done with her. So she can't even go back to that to find a man. And you know what? Good for you. Good for you, because I don't think it's a good platform for you. Are you in church? You give me somebody who throws out scriptures, but I don't feel like you attend every Sunday or Wednesday. Child, saved, okay? Saved. Sunday, Monday was the usher board meeting. I had to go. Wednesday was Bible study. Thursday was choir rehearsal. Back doing it all on Sunday. And then if it was the summertime, Bible school. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Bible school. A whole week of learning about the Bible. I'm a damn child. Let me go play. Why am I here? Why am I here learning all the books of the Bible? Can I go outside and scrape my knees, please? God, girl. I would say you give me Christian light, right, Claire? But you want a husband and you want kids. Start going to church. Especially the evangelical church. Let me tell you something. Them white evangelical men are looking to marry somebody today. They want a wife. It might not be the best experience, but these are the options right now. These are the options right now. If you don't want Benoit, that's the road you're going to have to go. That's the road you're going to have to go. Ooh, Lord. Ooh. And he going to want you at church all day. You want to be there all day with them damn kids. All day. And then if he's serving, he's going to make you serve. Girl, get ready. That's your only option. That is your only option. You have to stop dating these men that you want to bang. It's okay to want to bang your husband, but you gotta want more. And I just don't. She's all attraction. Oh God, she's all attraction at 39. No, we don't have the space or time to be all attraction. No. God bless her. God bless her. Let's move. Ordered steps. Thank you so much for the super chat, beloved. Ordered steps said from Tracy. Nikki L. Boogie said, I don't think Claire was blindsided by Dell. She's just trying to change the narrative. Oh, really? So you think she knew? I think she knew they were in a bad place. They probably weren't talking. They probably got into another one of their tiffs and they weren't talking. And then he just released a statement. So I guess Dell was just like, if we're not talking, I haven't talked to you for days. You're, ignoring my phone calls. We're done. But you still have to have that conversation. You guys aren't dating. You're engaged to be married, practically living together. There's a conversation that should be had before you release statements. He was pulling a Mark Daly. Sway Bay in Anime said, why do I feel like Claire and Matt would like each other? He seems like he likes emotionally unstable women. Thank you for the super chat, Sway Bay in Anime. Claire and Matt, I don't think so. I think she would be all into him. I think Matt will pull away. Rightfully so. Dale did not pull away. Oh, really? Jen said Claire dragged Matt before her season. When? I didn't know about that. Oh, yeah. I think Farisi said Claire lost her coins from cutting the show short. She absolutely did. Oh, you lost money over this man? Oh, we all told you. Who are her girlfriends? I never hear about Claire's girlfriends. And I don't see any of them other girls on that show with her. You know what I mean? You know how them Bachelor girls all still hang out? I don't see that with Claire. I don't see that with her. Baba said, I wonder if she did her dramatics. If you ain't trying to die for me, what are we doing together? I might as well leave because you didn't watch my season. She probably was a lot for him, but I also think it was just too soon, too much. And I think even if they were given time, she still would not be with him. Like, he would not want to be with her. I just did not think that Dell was where he was at with Claire when he proposed. He was not there, and he shouldn't. I feel bad for the dude, but he shouldn't have done it. And I think he really needs to get on Paradise to redeem himself. Ellen said, also, anyone else always get nervous with Claire's smile? She looks so crazy in the eyes. It's a Cheshire cat grin, especially with Dell. She's not well. I don't think she's not well. I think Claire is like, she's extra. She is somebody, you know how we all have like, and I think she has a great smile. Oh, Lauren. Hey, Lauren. Lauren said your girl with Cash App. Thank you so much, Lauren. Thank you. I think she is somebody who, when she gets angry, she smiles. So that's why it's looking a little like scary, because she's like, hey. So she does smile when she gets angry. Caitlin Weaver said, first Dell bangs Claire head on a ceiling, gives her a concussion, and then he dumps her. The concussion was the last straw. Thank you, Caitlin. Oh, God. We all saw the signs. We all saw the signs. I still think she was talking to him before the show. I still think she was talking to him. She lost money. She lost the ring. She burnt her bridges with the show. Tell it, Nelly. She can't come back. She messed up so many things for herself. I bet you if Dell goes to Paradise, Claire is mad petty. She will show up. And she will show up just to ruin it for him. She won't try to make a connection with anybody. She would just be there to ruin it for him. Which is why we have to get him on Paradise. We have to get him on Paradise. Yeah, we all knew it in here. We all knew it in here. Darn it, Claire. I wish she would have finished out the season. Who do you think she would be with if she finished out the season? I definitely never called her and Dell. Probably Jason. Probably Jason. Listen, say what you want, but they match each other's energy. They match each other's energy. Claire needs to be excited. I don't think Benoit excited her. I think if Benoit was a bit more of a bad boy, she's really into that. Like, she has to be excited about some kind of danger that this man could put her in. She would be a great mob wife. Like, she likes that kind of, dangerous and unpredictable kind of guy. I'm not saying she like killers. Not all mob guys are killers. Them Philly ones are, though, but not, But I'm just saying, she's like a guy who has a little bit of edge. And I think Benoit just didn't have the edge for her. But I'm like, edge? That's it? You counsel him out because of edge? Listen, them corny ones will care for you, okay? Them corny ones will stick around. Them corny ones will surprise you. We've all been surprised. But I think that's what it is. I think that's the only thing about Benoit, is that he doesn't have edge. 23. Claire is 23. 23. Oh, she was a mess when she was in her 20s. Oh, I know she was a mess. Oh, I know she was a mess. Oh, I know she was a mess. Jen said people probably have screenshots, but Matt was supposed to be on Claire's season. And when she was looking up her guys during quarantine and saw that he was doing cameos and food tours, she dragged him. Ooh. Which is why Matt is great for The Bachelor. He does not want a wife. He likes the opportunities that comes with this. Oh, who else did I want to talk to? I wanted to talk to you guys about Queen Victoria, but wait, I think I had one more thing to say about Claire and Dale. Yeah, I talked about how she won't be returning to The Bachelor because she has burnt her bridges with the producers. Oh, we didn't talk about Dale's press tour. Can we talk about how I don't even know how he's finding all these paparazzis in a pandemic? In a pandemic, he's always finding a paparazzi to talk about the situation with Claire. Listen, Dale, you're living your best life. You're having a good time. Just enjoy it. Don't try to play us with the, I feel so bad. I thought it would work out. I thought we would be together forever. We loved each other. No, bro, it was very one-sided. We saw it. Like, you don't got to play us. I think the less you play us, the better it will be for you. It will be for you because he released a statement that said another statement. This is like statement number 97 that said, like every relationship, we've had our ups and downs, and we've gone through our own things. I finally feel comfortable about getting on here after having some time to process what's going on. Oh no, that's the thing. Oh, that's the thing he already released. Oh, that's the thing that we watched. Hold on. In our own post. Oh, this is that other guy. This is that, what's his name? Spencer. I don't think that Spencer is into a Claire. I know he asked her out for coffee. I think he's just using this as his opportunity to get some screen time. I also think we're going to see him in paradise. I'm on people.com right now. They said a source previously told People that Moss was not ready to take the next step in the relationship. Dell wasn't ready for marriage and kids, the source said. The source was Dell. He did have feelings for Claire. Feelings, not love. Feelings, but he wasn't on the same page as her. Duh, we all saw it. We all saw it. Oh, God, poor thing. I wish you could see it, Claire. It's Benoit. Where are your girlfriends? Where are your girlfriends? I wish you could see it. I wish you could see it. That's it. That's it. You have to have a man that loves you more than you love him. Ask my grandmother. All grandmothers say it. They all say it. He got to love you more. Benoit loves you more. He loves you more. Actually, I don't tire of seeing her. I don't tire of seeing Claire. I like Claire. I never get tired of seeing her on TV. She's good TV. She's great for reality TV. He's great for reality TV. I swear, if you were on my last live for Real Housewives of Atlanta, these men love releasing statements about a breakup and then plugging their business. Poor child, poor Claire. Yeah, there's something about Spencer that does make me uncomfortable too, Zora. I don't know what it is. What do you think it is, Zora? But there's something about him, and I just don't. He makes me very uncomfortable, and I don't know what it is. So that's why I haven't spoke on it. But because you said it, I feel comfortable releasing my feelings. Simply Simone, shut up. He has his website up, the Del Moss brand. Dude, you know what? I'm going to start a bachelor and bachelorette consulting business because y'all don't know how to move. Y'all don't know how to move. This was not the time for that. You should have never slept with that woman. You should have never went to Sacramento. You did all of that stuff and then told this woman and then told us that you don't want to be with her anymore. You got to go to paradise, bro. You are just the type for this show. As soon as I click on the Del Moss brand, come on, charity work. Come on. You better smize. Boy. So what is this about? My world, fashion and fitness. All right. Fashion and fitness. Come on, Tyra is shaking. Hey, you got to go to paradise. You got to go to paradise. Yes. Come on, paradise. Could you imagine? Oh, you got to go to paradise. I'm ready. You got to. Oh, it'll be such a disservice. It would be such a disservice to the show if he doesn't go to paradise. I want to see it. Oh, girl, I want to see it. Paradise is going to be so hot and so messy. The best season ever. The best season. Oh, I didn't know he was a reporter. This is him reporting at the Super Bowl. Okay. And this is just him at Fashion Week. Okay. Well, I don't know what those mean, but okay. He does interviews, or maybe he was being interviewed. I don't know. Collaborations. Grey Goose. This is a collaboration with Grey Goose. This is him with Hugo Boss. All right. Dale, what the hell do you do? Because this website is just pictures. This is like an Instagram. Philanthropy. Let's get to his philanthropy. A lot of the bachelors are in New York. Oh, maybe because a lot of them are models. Okay. Global inclusive football. Oh, it's always great to get a picture of you doing philanthropy with people of kids of color. Always great. And then throw in disadvantaged community. Ciao. There you go. Oh, Special Olympics. Come on, Dale. Come on, Dale. Just, you know what? Again, I don't know what any of this means. What does it mean? I don't know what this means. He got stuff about social impact. What is his? I don't understand. Oh, he played for the Green Bay Packers. Okay. Oh, he has a podcast. I didn't know about that. Did you guys know? Because y'all, who said that Jason was misunderstood? That man let us know he had demons. Ain't nothing misunderstanding about that. He got demons. The Game Plan with Dale Moss. And he has, and it's the Game Plan podcast is by Moss Martin Media. Listen, Dale making moves. You messed up. You messed up. Dale Moss, a former NFL wide receiver, now accomplished model. Okay. You better big yourself up. And media personality and philanthropist, shares in-depth interviews with pro athletes and he's an athlete. Yeah, Clare. Kind of saw this one coming. Uncovering their game plan for achieving personal and business growth and positive change they inspire around them. What's your game plan? Okay, so this is the first thing I saw advertised. It's the podcast. That's the Dale Moss brand. Go to paradise. Redeem yourself. Go to paradise. Leave with a girlfriend. Or leave, with a couple girlfriend. You got to do something. You have to redeem yourself in paradise. Oh, paradise is going to be so hot. If the casting is right. If the casting is right. Whoo-cha! Rah. Yeah, Spencer gives me something. Spencer gives me something. He don't sit right with me in my feminism. He don't sit right with me and my ancestors. It's something about him. It's something about him. Oh, I can definitely see Ross, not Dale. I can definitely see Dale being some kind of host like Ryan Seacrest. He has the voice. He definitely has the voice to do it. Yeah, will you go out there and sing? Good for you. Wow, you did awesome. America, eat that voice up. He said he's an accomplished media personality and model. He didn't specifically say where. He didn't say the United States. So I don't know. He could be an accomplished media personality and model in the Philippines. Who knows? He wasn't specific. But that's what he's trying to do. Yeah, Miss Brown Sugar, he's a reporter and a podcaster and an accomplished model and media personality. Get it right. I want to see Dale in paradise. I want to see Spencer. Although Spencer hits me in my ancestors, in my feminism, good TV. I want to see him. He's going to be good TV. I want to see him there. I want to see Bennett there. I want to see Chelsea there. I want to see Bree there. Who else do I know about? The Latina girl on Matt C's. Oh, honey, if you can find a way to keep your makeup on, not saying that she doesn't look good with or without makeup. She is able to contour her face in a way where it's like, ooh, stunning. If you could keep that up, you won't kill on Paradise. Kill on Paradise. Who else do I want to see there? Noah. If you got Bennett, you got to have Noah. I want to see him there. What's his name? Riley. Oh my God, Riley on that beach. Riley on that beach. Ciao. Paradise is gonna be hot. Paradise is gonna be hot. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh God. Mary. Yes, Mary. Oh, Ivan. Oh, Ivan. I forgot about Ivan. Ivan and Bree. Oh, Ivan and Bree, Dale and Chelsea. I could see Dale getting in a love triangle though. I could see him getting into it with a lot of girls. I forget her name, but she reminds me of Daryl Hannah from Splash, the girl with the great eyebrows and curly blonde hair. I would like to see her on there. Not Pilot Peter. Oh God, I'm done with him. I was done with him before he got the position. I don't know. I just want to see Riley on that beach. GJ says, listen, we saw him in that turtleneck. We know what's underneath. GJ said, I disagree, Nikki. I do not want to see Clare on TV. I'd rather see Tasia. I want her after the final rose. I want to see Tasia on the Real Housewives of Orange County. That's where I want to see Tasia. I don't want to see her suffering in New York City, trying to make us believe that she's happy. She'll post something in the next videos, but I love it here, guys. I love the New York weather. It's so cold, but I love it here. I was attacked by 6 rats, but I love it here, guys. Stop telling us how much you love it, because when you keep on saying that to us, you're making us think that you don't really love it. You got a year. You got a year, girl. You got a year to get out of this. I know y'all love them. Oh, Joe the anesthesiologist. Paradise is going to be hot. Joe the anesthesiologist. Oh, God. How long do we have to wait? It's their best show, and they don't even give us enough episodes. Joe the anesthesiologist. Jesus. Joe, Riley, Dale. Because Dale, I feel like his ancestors, his father's people is going to come out under that sun. Jesus. Whew. Listen, we got to get the vaccine. We got to vaccinate everybody in Bachelor Nation. Because, oh, girl, we got to get to Paradise. Child. I'm excited. I'm excited. Joe, the anesthesiologist. Oh. Put me on Paradise. Let me stop. Yeah, I don't think they're Tasia and Zach aren't a bad couple either. Sophia Ricci. Beautiful name. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. Forgive me. They're cute, but I just don't see Tasia in New York. Mother is going through it. She's not an East Coast girl. She is not an East Coast girl, and she got with an East Coast man. The thing about it is neither one of them is going to move to the other coast. So Tasia has to stay in New York City to stay with Zach. Zach is not moving to the West Coast. That Zach is East Coast. They hate the West. There's no way. There's no way he's coming. He'll come to stay for like a little vacation. He'll hate it, but he won't live here. And I just don't see her doing well in New York City. I would flourish. I'm an East Coast girl, baby. Oh, Riley and Lauren. I like that. See, it's Kima. I'm not sure. It's Kima said Tay will be crying on the Real Housewives of Orange County. She's too sensitive. That's who Tasia presented to us because she's on this wholesome show. We don't really know the real Tay. Y'all might be surprised if y'all see Tay cussing and throwing wine glasses at middle-aged white women. I'd be like, oh my God, Tay, I can't believe she pulled not Teresa, what's her name? Tamara's weave out. I can't believe Tasia did that. Okay. Y'all gonna see Tay. Girl, do it. The check, much bigger than what you're getting for The Bachelor and your podcast. Do it. That is money. Then you got 2 huge fan bases. But again, I'm not giving you no more work advice. You don't listen to me. Very true, Angela. Opposites do attract, unless it's Clare and Benoit. Unless it's Clare and Benoit, they don't work. Maria G said Claire is insecure and probably very high maintenance. Oh, you think? Claire is definitely high maintenance. But you know, I don't think nothing's wrong with that. I feel like every woman should be high maintenance. You don't got to be snobby and nasty, but you should be high maintenance. She's always picking fights and getting defensive, and I'm sure that's why her relationships have lasted. It's why her relationships haven't lasted. I don't blame Dell. I do get a little bickering spirit from her. So I think she was doing a lot of bickering. Maybe a lot of taking his phone and see who he's talking to. Because Odell was answering them Instagram DMs. You can't tell me different. You can't tell me any different. Caitlin said Sarah was on Instagram Live with Noah, Chasen, and Spencer. Oh, Chasen would be good on Paradise. He would be good on Paradise. SB Sitter said Zach's father owns a major tech company. What that got to do with Zach? You know, the wealthy people will cut you out of the will real quick. Child, them wealthy people will cut you out of the will and leave everything to a cat. I leave everything to Bojangles the kitten. That don't mean that Zach got that money. Jen said last time Claire was in Paradise, she was talking to animals, and that was her pre-Dale. L Boogie said, I bet Claire accused him of cheating every time he left the room. Well, probably because he was. I'm telling you, listen, I know Dell was responding to them ladies. I know. There's no way. He loves it. What's happening right now, aside from a little bit of backlash that he's getting, this is where he wanted to be. With this fame, this kind of, you know, Z-list celebrity status, and have all these people, you know, talking about him and wanting to like be with him. This is where he wants. Oh yeah, Ryan, Lauren, that's their thing. Cutting people out of the wills. They love that. Bye, Baba. Claire, rah, that's the thing. Claire cannot get with a dramatic man. She can't get with a man that matches her energy. They will either become natural born killers or kill each other. She cannot be with a guy that gives off the same thing she gives off. It will not work. Love by You. I don't think he was, I don't know. I ain't never been in that situation. But Dell, you know, I think he was being dishonest with her. I really, really do. I really, really do. Let's move on to Queen Victoria, guys. So Queen Victoria, I found out about this on Wendy Williams, okay? Who all of a sudden is watching The Bachelor. So Queen Victoria in 2012, she received a mugshot for shoplifting, and she responded to it on her Instagram post by saying, "Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future." John 8:17. John 8 and 7. The reality star 28 captioned on Friday, on January 22nd, on her Instagram post, which showed her posing on the beach in a white cardigan. This is from Us Weekly. They confirmed that Larson was arrested in Tallahassee, Florida in July 2012 for stealing more than $250 worth of merchandise from a Publix grocery store. $250 in groceries? That's a lot. How could you steal? According to the checkout section of the store, she was caught picking up products that were including food and cosmetics in a reusable shopping bag. She exited the store with stolen objects, but was brought back inside and detained until the police arrived. She initially denied the theft allegations, but ultimately gave a written statement to a police officer. She received 6 months of probation after accepting a plea deal in August 2012. She was required to pay hundreds in fees and attend a theft awareness class. What? You can go to theft awareness classes? Florida is different. What do you teach in the class? How to steal properly? Like, what is that? That's weird. That's weird. But listen, either Victoria don't have the money she proclaims, or she does have the money and this was a rich girl fit. I will say the way Victoria dresses and looks, I get working class from her. And I get she's trying to scam upper class. Because just by how she was dressed and just by the way she was talking, especially when she got upset, it was, what, girl? Listen, girl, let me tell you something, girl. What you're not going to do is lie, girl. I'm like, oh, what public school you went to? Hold on. Because you're acting like you're this wealthy chick and you're on private jets and all of this stuff. But you giving me public school. Public school. Wow, how could you steal $250 worth of groceries and cosmetics? You think they're not gonna see that? You gotta steal like $15 worth. Not that I've done it. My mama crazy. But yeah, that's weird. That's a lot of stuff. You wanted to get caught. Vivi said Publix has terrible makeup. Genevra Williams said Matt is going for a Karen. He is only dating Black girls to avoid controversy and to keep the ratings up. I actually don't believe that because I've done some diving on him too. I think that Matt was always going to pick Rachel. It's way too soon for him to be invested in her the way he is. I think that he came in knowing who he was going for. So he gave that whole PSA. I'm telling you, I felt like that PSA to Black woman was filmed after he picked Rachel. I think this would, because I don't get from Matt that he only dates white women. I don't. I think he poorly explained or tried to explain his like the women that he has dated and, trying to get us to understand his identity. And he did it in a terrible way. But from the dates that I've seen him on, I'm like, okay. You've been to the Essence Festival a few times and has stayed. I get that from him. I think he just dates everybody. I don't think he has a preference. But starting off with white mom and all of that stuff, you did not set the tone. There's nothing wrong with white moms. But when you use it as a way to like shame people who came to this show because the Bachelor was Black, it just comes off wrong. He did a terrible way of explaining himself, and it went way left for him. But I do think that he has been with, I think he's dated all kinds of women. But I think he's dated all kinds of women, but I think he's dated all kinds of women from the same class. He's a class dater. I get that from him. I don't get that he's dating just, a certain race or skin tone. He's dating a certain class. That's what I get from him. We got a super chat from who? Amaya. Hey, baby. Amaya said, oh my God. Y'all will not let this man live. Amaya said he also kisses with his eyes open. So there's that. Amaya, I'm not bothered by that. That does not bother me like that. I guess because I'm not on the receiving end of it. Maybe if I don't know. Because my eyes are closed, right? My eyes are closed. Yeah, close. Ryan, no, she was doing self-checkout. Victoria was doing self-checkout, but I guess the cameras were watching her. So she was scanning stuff, but she wasn't scanning everything. Girl, you can only get away with that at Walmart. You can't do that at no Publix. Or do y'all call it Publix? JB says, what, girl, you got to be slicker. You got to be slicker than that. You get $250 worth of stuff. Groceries and cosmetics. You think that that's not going to look suspicious? You can't do all of that stuff at one time. Not that I know. But I do know if you're going to steal at the checkout section, it's better to do it at Walmart. Easier to do it at Walmart. So I've been told. Kaya said, who shoplifts from Publix? Victoria, who I think is playing wealthy. I think she's playing rich. I don't really think she has the money. I don't really think she has the money. I'm waiting for the Lifetime movie to be done about her. My best friend's money. I can see her being that. Somebody who has befriended people, who has money, and tries to act like she lives a certain life, but really doesn't. Because that working class Victoria comes out every now and again. Yeah, it's Kima. I'm not worried about food, but I think she was still in food and cosmetics. Listen, if she needed it, go ahead on. Caitlin said, there's a YouTuber named Jolene Lunzer who goes live with a guy named, oh yeah, Busy Blue. He's a part of the Star fan. We love Busy. And they discussed Victoria shoplifting. Busy said that Victoria can't even steal a man, let alone, he's hilarious. He is hilarious, let alone makeup. I'm like, girl, why would you? It's the amount that gets me. Because, guys, I'm thinking about groceries plus makeup totaling $250. That's a lot of stuff. And you're putting it in reusable shopping bags. So the minute you went there with the reusable shopping bags and was putting the stuff in it, they were already clocking you. So by the time you got to the self-checkout and you weren't scanning stuff, you were already on their radar. So they had watched you for a while before they stopped you at the door. Oh, we got a super chat. We got a super chat from the Lindsay W. Said, hi, Nikki, been rocking with you since day one. The closet days. Yes. Thanks for all the laughs. Victoria is a mess. Love you. Love you too, Lindsay W. Thank you. Yeah, I love Busy Blue and Jolene. Busy's my boo. Theft awareness. That's weird to me. That is weird to me. In Philly, if you get caught, they just locking you up. They're just locking you up, but you got to get caught. Let me tell you something. If you see somebody in Philly stealing, let them go. They will rock your skull. I've worked in retail. I've seen it. I've synced it, okay? Not only will they rock your skull, they will mace you. My manager at H&M got punched in her face and she was maced trying to save sweaters. Listen, everybody saw it happen and we did what? Minded our business. Them people fight. They fight. They will stomp you in your chest with Timbs. Like, take them sweaters. Go ahead on. I never stop a shoplifter. Never. Let them go. Let them go. I apologize if y'all could hear my computer, which should not be making this noise. I was told by AppleCare that this would not happen. Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Let me get off of here. Computer is embarrassing me. Miss Brown Sugar said, yep, you're not about to see me risking it all for a corporation who will cut you in a heartbeat. Absolutely. My manager who got punched in the face and mace, she actually ended up quitting because they would not cover her days off while she was here. When she got punched in the face, she got punched in the face. Her whole eye was just swollen. Lip was swollen. They kicked her behind over sweaters. They came in and they just stole it. They had a huge bag and they just pushed the whole sweater section into the bag. She fighting the girl over the bag. Ciao. Everybody was at the register like, now thinking about it, she should have got help. But why are you doing that? Do not fight them people. Let them take that. You work at H&M. You don't own H&M. Let the owners of H&M get maced over those sweaters. Not you. Never. I'm telling you, we used to get so many kind of shoplifters at that place. One of the girls I went to school with came to H&M and we were talking or whatever because, we're friendly. And we're just catching up, busting it up. I'm over here. What section was I working in? I was working in, it's the younger, trendier section. I forget what it's called. But it was like right by the accessories. Y'all know what it's called. It has another name. But I was working in that section. And she's coming in. I'm fixing hangers and we're talking or whatever. And then she says, do you guys have security here? And I was like, oh, yeah, we have security. You have security cameras all over the place? I'm like, yeah, we have security cameras all over the place. Are they working? Me fixing hangers. Yes, our security cameras are working. What's up? Oh, I was just asking because you think they would have seen me steal something? And I was like, girl, what? She had taken 2 handfuls worth of them panties that I told y'all not to wear. Them panties that were just out in the section, just out panties, not pack panties, out panties. She just took a whole bunch of thongs and stuffed it in her coat. And she was like, so if they saw me take the panties, are they gonna walk me out? I said, absolutely. They're gonna walk you out of the store. So what I suggest you do is to take the panties out of your pocket, put them back, and leave. She did just that. She turned around from me, took the panties. Philadelphia is so ghetto. I love it. Took the panties out of her coat, put them back in the section, like fixed them. She fixed the thongs back, laid them down, and walked out. I ain't never seen that girl again. I was so afraid of losing my little job. So afraid of losing my little job. But security never said anything to me. I guess they saw that I handled the situation. But I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed. I'm over here busting up. We having a good time. And then she let me know she got 2 handfuls full of it. Like, guys, when she took her hands out, all thongs. Let's saw a handful of thongs. You gotta still, what the hell is going on with you? Thongs. Girl. Anyway, I got a super chat. I told y'all these chats go left. I got a super chat from Sway Bay in Anime. Said my mom almost, oh my God, my mom almost got sad by this teenager while working security in a local mall. Poverty and playing rich makes people do crazy things. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm telling you, if you work retail and somebody is stealing, mind your business. Mind your business, especially if it's in Philadelphia. Oh, Philly is the best. I love it. Open panties, Donna. We had them all out on the display. They were like these rainbow panties that had just came out. It was all thongs, and in the back was panties. She got all the thongs, the whole row of thongs. She just took them. You was gonna go to jail over thongs? Open thongs? Thongs that have been returned? Girl. Miss Brown Sugar said that's why y'all need to wash clothes before you wear them, especially the undergarments. Absolutely. But I told you, I wash everything, but I don't buy open panties. Open panties and open bras, package. Order online. What I would do is go in the store, see what I like, and order online. It's the safest way. And even then, you still got to wash them, but still, it's just like, for me working in retail, I know that a lot of that stuff has been returned and put back on a rack or put back on a display section. Oh, Macy's. Macy's is no man's land. The Macy's. Oh, Macy's is getting robbed, okay? Angela said, I worked at Macy's. We would just try to be the first ones to call security so we could get our reward. Yo, let me tell y'all, this is my last story about theft. I used to work at the Gap, 34th Street Gap, right? So we just had three floors, and we just had so much traffic in there. There was this one lady, I think she's Afro-Latina, from the Bronx. She would come in with her whole crew. Guys, she would rob the whole floor. The whole floor. It was like her and 12 other dudes, right? They would come in and they would just act like they're shopping, right? But we all knew who this lady was because this is before, Gap had changed their like policies or whatever. We knew who she was because she had come in and done it, and like other Gaps were like, be on the lookout for this lady. So I'm telling you, she would walk in like a freaking king. She would walk in and she would just be like, you work this section? I would be like, oh my God, please. Don't come over in this section, please. Because I know if she's coming in my section, she's robbing my section, right? So I was a jean specialist back in the day. So she comes to me, she's like, you work this section? And I was just like, I'm training. Then she gave me like all these measurements. Can I get a bootcut acid wash denim jean in the size 38W and all this mess? She didn't want anything, but what she needed to do was to distract me, right? So one of my coworkers knew what was going on. So we had the training at my job, and the training was when we see her come in, make sure you're not alone. So my coworker knew exactly what it was. So she came over and she was like, do you need some help? And the lady was like, no, I don't need nothing. And she walked away and left. So my jeans section was safe, right? So then all of a sudden, her and the dude she come in with start getting closer and closer to the door. So we had the jackets, especially during winter, we would have all our coats and jackets in the front so that, it's advertisement. So they just start getting closer and closer to like the jackets, but they're all on like different sides, but it's like 12 of them. And out of nowhere, one of the dudes just cut the security line. It was so quick. He was like, snap, took all of the coats from the rack on his arm and just booked it. And they all start doing the same thing. People were screaming. It created so much chaos. I'm over here by the jeans, minding my business, making sure my section is safe. There has been no theft here. I'm cool. But we just had to watch them leave. Like, we could not do anything. That was Gap's policy. I don't know if it changed, but we are not. And they knew that, right? They knew that we could not chase them. So that was a policy back then. It could have changed. I don't know, but we could not go after people if they did that. Guys, when I tell you, they cleared out all of the coats and jackets in that section. Everything. And this lady was like in her 50s. She was good and grown. And the men she was with, these big guys, good and grown. They just robbed that entire, there was nothing left. All we saw was security tags and security lines all on the floor, not a coat in sight. Do you know what this demon did like 2 weeks later? She showed up with the coats and returned them. Like we didn't know who she was. Showed up with the coat. And back then, Gap's policy was you could return and get store credit without a receipt. So I'm up there. I don't know why she's always doing it when I'm on the shift. So I'm up there because I was a jean specialist, but I was also really good working the cash wrap. So I'm up. So whenever I wasn't working the cash register, but like when it got, when it got busy, then I would just hop on. But I was never like a cash wrap specialist. I did not want to train for that. It was not something I liked. So I'm up there because it's getting crazy. It's 34th Street Gap. The line is just getting crazy. And I'm up there. And while I'm up there, she walks in. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. So all of a sudden I get a call. It's freaking security. I'm 18 years old. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. Security is just like, so you know who just walked in, right? And I'm like, yes, I know who walked in. He's like, don't show any emotion. 18-year-old Nikki, don't show any emotion. Just stay there. Just treat her like a regular customer. If she got to return something, do what you have to do. But we just want to let you know we're watching. Thanks, right? So she pulls out the receipt, so she pulls out all of these coats, and she's like, I want to return these jackets. And so I'm starting to return, but my manager runs out and she starts helping with the return and she starts asking questions. So she moves me to the side. Thank you, Jesus. I'm just back there behind her, just watching this whole thing go down. So my manager, hey, oh my goodness, where'd you get this jacket? It has a little snare in it. And the lady's just like, Gap's policy is, even if it's damaged, y'all got to return it and give me store credit. So they start fighting and getting into it. And my poor manager, sweet little girl, not like this kind of person to get into like this, get in a banner with people. Really nice woman. She's going back and forth with the lady in the sweetest way. Well, we just can't return. And the lady's just like, I know the policy. It says right there. So then my other manager comes on. My Nigerian manager, baby. When she got here, she was like, what's the problem? I was like, oh God. Oh God, I don't want to get shot today, Lord. Because the lady is there, but she's there with her dudes. So my manager was like, what's the problem? No, Gap's policy says, so they start going back and forth. And it's getting heated. So then security comes out. Now they're all around the cash wrap. It's like 4 big security dudes all around the cash wrap. 18-year-old Nikki is standing there behind my one manager, whose face is red at this point because the lady is going back and forth with her and my manager, who's Nigerian. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, Lord, I just want to be an actress. Like, I don't need this mess. So finally, after my Nigerian manager gets with the girl, they start going back and forth. And she's just like, you know what? I'm gonna go to another Gap. Takes like 60 jackets that she brought in and walked out. So then everybody there had to leave and go have a meeting with security on how to handle her moving forward, because Gap was in the moment changing the policy about, returns. And I'm sitting here the whole time like, I just don't need this drama. Baby, let me tell you something. I went across the street to H&M. It was this new store at that time at 34th Street H&M. I went across the street and I applied and I got the hell out of the Gap. Long story short, I realized that the 34th Street Gap wasn't for me, baby. Absolutely not. But that was like the policy. I don't think the lady got any theft awareness classes. They was just gonna lock that broad up. But she was so smart. She was so smart. She would literally study Gap's return policy. And every time we would have to like change something, or every time the Gap changed something, she changed something with her scheme. They never caught her. She never got arrested because she was technically always right. But they were just never able to catch this woman because she always came in just one step above Gap's policy. I said all that to say, Victoria, you lucky. You real lucky because you could have picked the wrong Gap in New York City. Kaya, the police don't come for that. If the Gap had security, so they were essentially the police, and if it ever got to that point, they have a place in the back where they. Oh, should I be telling this? Anyway, I don't work there. They have a place in the back where they will hold people who were stealing. They were a place in the back where they will hold them until the police got there. But I will say this about the security there. They were not the type of people who wanted to like lock people up. They was always just like, man, what you doing? Just don't come back and stuff like that. They were good guys, but it was moments, but this lady was a freaking kingpin. I'm telling you guys, I'll never forget her. She walked in, she had on a plaid shirt. She had on like a pleather jacket that was oversized, looked way too big for her. So she was probably stuffing stuff in there. She had these big jeans on, these big Timberland boots. Like everything she was wearing did look like it did not fit her. And she wore this fedora, not fedora. What was it? It was one of them Dutch paperboy hats. It's like a brown Dutch paperboy hat, and she would wear it to the side. And she always wore it to the side because it would cover her face. That's another reason why we were never able to catch her, because she knew where the cameras were. She was so good. So good, guys. The cameras never actually were able to catch her face in full. She always knew where the cameras were, and every picture you would see of her, it would be like this. Even when they had a picture of her in the store, it was always like half her face, and the hat was cupping her eyes. So you could never fully see her. So she could always go to court and say, well, that's not me. And you can't, and what you have is this picture of her, right? And you don't really want to get the employees involved because nobody would go to testify against this woman. So she never got caught. She always beat their system. And the city of New York is already dealing with so much stuff. They're not going to be dealing with petty theft from the Gap. So nothing ever really stuck. And she came back every time. I was like, you're a freaking G. A G. She even knew people's names. Oh God, if she knew your name and she called your name out, nightmare. Nightmare. Anytime I saw her, I'm turning my name pen inside. Hell no. I don't want you to get to know me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Antilles 86 said, yep, my sis worked in Publix. It's in Florida, of course. And she had a few thieving regulars stealing and returning the next day. Like we don't recognize you. She did it all the time. I also at H&M, I had a coworker. She got the neck down. They locked her up because what she would do is she would always schedule herself to close out the store, right? So while we were closing out if you've ever worked retail, you know what closing out is, especially if you're on the floor. You're just putting the store back to the way it should look when you open, right? Right. So while we would put the store back, she would put things on herself. Like if she was in jewelry, she would put rings on and necklaces and coats. If we were in the coat section, she would put coats on. I remember she used to say, like, she used to put coats on and be like, "Oh, I'm just putting it on because I'm cold. I'm going to put it back when I'm done." Managers were none the wiser. She used to walk out with all of these garments. And then one day we're working, and next thing you know, these two plainclothes police officers walk up to her and say, "Can we talk to you for a second?" And she goes, "Oh, here y'all go." Nobody knew what was going on with my one friend who knew, because she said it. She was like, "I told y'all that girl was still in coats." But like, I don't know. You just don't think that somebody you work with is going to like be stealing like that. So anyway, next thing you know, the two plainclothes police officers walk her out and they talk to her. And the next thing you know, we see her walking out of the store handcuffed, laughing. She was laughing. She was just like, "I ain't do nothing. They ain't got nothing on me. Whatever, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow." Retail, I'm telling you, I have some stories in retail, like laughing in the middle of the day in handcuffs being walked out of the store. Apparently, she had been stealing from H&M for like a year, and they had like finally caught her, but it was too late because she had been sold all that stuff. Ciao. JB says, I never get that caught. But like, no, Missy, she would say it was cold in the store. So she would put on the coats, but we didn't know that she was she was also stealing the coats, but she was putting on the coats on top of other stuff that she was wearing. I used to think it was a little weird that she was always wearing like a lot of garments and the weather just didn't, call for that. But I'm thinking it's because she got big titties like me, and I've always like to cover them up. So that's where my mind is, because I'm not a thief. I wasn't thinking like that. But homegirl was robbing H&M. She was stealing everything in the store. Retail, I'm telling you, it's a lot of theft going on. They lose a lot of money a day, especially the Gap. Whoo, child, that place was something else. Yeah, I think that's what it is too, Nellie. Nellie said they were building a case against her. They absolutely were. I couldn't believe that little girl. Guys, we were like, I had moved back to Philly at that point. It was H&M at Cherry Hill, New Jersey, the Cherry Hill Mall. I think I had to be about 20. Yeah, I had to be about 20. And I don't know, we're kids. Like, you're stealing like $250,000 from H&M? Jesus. Insane. That's why they locked her up. Any other time, they normally would just, take a picture or whatever and say, "Don't come back." They locked her up. A whole kid. Misty Winter said, "I saw a guy in Foot Locker put the shoes on, put his busted ones in a box, act like he was walking around, and fly out the store. The clerk chased so long after him and never caught him. Couldn't have been me." I listen, still do what you got to do. I'm not getting hit in the face. After my manager got punched in the face, I was just like, this is another job. That lady that was stealing at 34th Street Gap, after that incident, that was it for me. Because it just, guys, I think if I was a little bit older, I would have taken it differently. I was 18 years old, living in New York for the first time. I was terrified. After that, I was like, no. H&M, 34th Street H&M was the best experience I've had in retail. I guess because it was just very new and it was just very fashion forward. And we would get like, people would do fashion weeks, like, fashion shows there. Like, it was a really nice, trendy, up and coming place. Then I moved back to Philly and I worked at the H&M at Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And it was just back to the drama. After my manager got punched, I was just like, okay. This ain't retail ain't for me. Retail ain't for me. My last retail job was Guess. I worked at Guess and I got fired for not being sexy enough. Me and the manager got into it because they have something called Sexy Saturdays where you have to dress like at Guess. They want you to, especially the women, they want you to dress really, really sexy to entice the men to shop and buy certain things that they normally wouldn't buy. And she wrote me up because I had came in with a plaid dress, and she was just like, "I know on your resume, you said that you used to work at the Gap. Right now, you're looking like the Gap. This is Guess. Where are your boobs, hun? You got great boobs. I don't see them. Look at me. Look at these, Nikki. They're not as big as yours, but you know what? I push them up and I pull my shirt down. This is how you sell on the floor." A grown woman was saying this to me. And I was just like, this is a job. I don't think that I should be, selling my body. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. We are not selling sex here at Guess. We're selling a sensual experience. What the hell is that? I'm supposed to be selling jeans. Why do you have me trying to be sexy? I literally got written up for wearing a plaid dress. It was a plaid rainbow dress. And I knew that she hated my dress as soon as I walked in. She's like, Nicole, no, Nikki, can I talk to you for a second? First of all, my name is Nicole. To you, oh, I wrote that on the resume. Why are you calling me Nikki? And she took me to the back and dressed me down about this plaid dress that I wore that looked like I worked at the Gap. I know that was on your resume, but here at Guess, we dress a little differently here. Ciao. She did have her titties pushed up. And so after that meeting, I had to have another meeting with the other managers about being difficult. And I was just like, well, if you want me to dress sexy, then y'all need to pay me more, because this is what I have and I can not afford to buy the clothes. Guess was expensive back in the day. I don't know if it's still expensive, but I was like, I can't afford to buy these clothes and take this check and pay my bills. And so I guess after that, they were just like, well, you know what? You're not here for us. You're not a good fit for Guess. So later, they didn't like call me on the phone or fire me in person or anything like that. They just sent me a letter that said the relationship was not working out. They lucky I was a kid, because if it happened to me now, I would sue that company. I would sue that company. Or Simply Simone said, no, we have people do that all the time, especially after Candle Day. Some of them just buy them to exchange when new ones come in. I'm telling you, y'all don't know. These retail scammers, professionals. Angela said, I got so many Macy's stories. Now, Macy's is the place to go if you want to steal. And Macy's don't care. Macy's do not care. Still away. Ryan Lawrence said, why didn't security take the jackets and escort her out? Because we never had a clear picture of her face. She knew what to do with her face. She had this hat that she wore like this, and she always made sure she was turned away from the cameras or her head was down whenever the cameras were up. And especially at the cash wrap. The cash wrap cameras were overhead. So there were never any like right behind you. If they had something like that, they would definitely have her, but they could not say that she was the one, even though we all knew with our eyes, they needed proof that they can give to the company. And they never were able to give the proof because she knew exactly what she was doing. We honestly thought she was working with somebody at the store because she knew when to come in. She just knew. She just knew. She was so freaking good. She took all them jackets and brought them back and returned them. Trash bags full of jackets, guys. It was a scene. It was a scene. KT said, Nikki, you on the makeup cloth. It's Kima said she looked like Brownsville. The only reason that I know that she was from the Bronx is because she was on the same train that I took home, the 5, that I took home to the Bronx, and she got off a stop before me. I acted like I saw, she didn't recognize me, but I saw her and I was like, oh, hell no. Mm-mm. And I'm riding on a train like, of course she lives in the Bronx. Of course. Yeah, so guys, what she would do is she would come back in exchange, return the jackets, but she couldn't get money from it. She would get store credit. So what she would do is she would buy things that she wanted with the store credit and then go back to her hood and sell them. Booster. Oh, I know. Listen, I'm a Bath and Body Works hoe. Everything I get out, I use right away. Nelly, they're not smart enough to do anything else with those things. Yeah, Shania said, I've saw people try to jump managers over theft. It's insane. I'm telling you, don't go after them people. Keep in mind that the thief was the thief was an employee. She let her boo walk out in shoes. Hey, Missy. Mick K says she dressed like a brownstone member. Wait a minute, is that a real thing? A brownstone member? Misty said, a real seasoned criminal. Absolutely. Rara said, see, what the problem is, you can't hold someone if you're not police. Absolutely. You can attempt to make an arrest and risk the beatdown, I guess. Sounds like she had security too. All them dudes with her, they wasn't messing with them, but they just did not have anything to actually hold her on because they never had any proof. Never had any proof. Like, I didn't call her an entrepreneur. Oh, it's Kiva said half the store was stealing at Bed Bath and Beyond in New York City. Mad people got walked out. Oh my gosh. Every other week they were doing that on the Upper East Side. Ciao. They have been watching my coworker for a while. A while. I was none the wiser. I could never work security. I don't know. I'm not a good criminal picker. I'm not. And also, the 34th Street Gap just has so much stuff going on. So much stuff going on. There used to be these, it's sad to say, but we used to get a lot of wealthy immigrant men who would come to the store and they would pick up the prostitutes on the corner, the ladies of the night, pick them up on the corner and take them on shopping sprees. There was one girl who was always like, she always got paid in like jeans and t-shirts. And I'm like, girl, you could do so much better. But her and her girlfriend, I remember her and her girlfriend one time came in with these two Indian guys, and they could barely speak any English, but she was taking him through the store. And she was like, I want this. Yes, that one. Get me that one in a medium and a small. These guys could not speak any English, but they took her on her and her girlfriend on a whole shopping spree, and she brought all these clothes up to the front, put them on a cash wrap, and then turned around and looked at him, and he pulled out, him and his friend pulled out their cards, and they paid for everything. And I was just like, wow. New York is, guys, I'm 18 seeing all this. I'm 18 seeing all of this. New York is a special place. I love it. I can understand Tay-Tay not being able to deal with it, but I enjoy it. Now that I'm looking back, I had a great time. Oh, child. They always used to get clothes, but these two dudes, they got them everything they wanted. So I'm like, y'all gonna rock their world, apparently. Or maybe they robbed them. Maybe they robbed them. I don't know. Misty would have said, I saw, oh, Jesus, my computer then jumped. Hold on. Susan said, employees would, you see how we went to a whole shoplifter section? I told you about these chats. Susan Gonzalez said, employees would chase the shoplifters from the men's clothing store and tackle them into the mall security. No. Is the Gap on 34th Street closed, or you're saying how is it not closed? And listen, that Gap brought in a lot of money. It was always jam-packed. It brought in a lot of money, but it lost a lot of money through theft. Parents would come in with their kids in their strollers. Like, the kids would come in and they would be sitting in the strollers comfortably, And then by the time they got to the door, rolling the kid out, the kid is like sitting high on clothes that's covered with the jacket. We're just like, ma'am, you're stealing. You're stealing. Oh, thank you, Cordelia. I wish you could see those girls. They would just, man. Oh, that get. Oh, it's closed. Oh no! All my memories. All my memories that I had in that place. I told you that's the first place that I Oh, the 34th Street Gap is the first place that I met Black people who were not African American. Like, no, Black people who were not African American but were Hispanic. Right? Is it Hispanic? Or Afro Latino. I had never met an Afro Latino person before. Like in my neighborhood, Philly had a huge migration of Jamaicans, and I'm going to say African because I don't know where everybody was from, but we really had a huge influx of Jamaicans. That is the only other Black people that I've ever met at that time. And when I worked at the 34th Street Gap, I'll never forget my friend Isabel. We were just like, this is the thing, right? I don't feel like you have to tell me that you have a different culture, but we hung out. We hung out. We used to even get my manager to put us on a shame shift because we hung out. We enjoyed each other. We had a really, really good time. We hung out outside of the Gap. So we're working together the same shift. You know, when you're working with your friend, you're not doing nothing. So this lady comes over to us and she starts speaking Spanish. And if you can speak Spanish, you have a pin on at that Gap. And it would say something in Espanol or something like that. And so I didn't see that she had the pin. So the lady comes over, 18-year-old Nikki. She starts speaking in Spanish because she needs help. And first of all, African-American Nikki was like, oh my God, you think I speak Spanish? Thank you. But I was like, oh no, you have to go over there because we don't speak Spanish. And she was like, oh, Nikki, yes, I do. What do I know in Spanish? Una vaquita desperta así, like she just went down, right? Was talking to the lady back and forth, boing, bang, 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 boom. Spanish. So I was like, oh my goodness. Do you study Spanish in school? I'm African American, guys. I'm 18. I've never met an Afro Latino. Okay. Don't judge me. And she's like, oh no, I'm Cuban. And I was like, just ignorant. I was like, oh my gosh. She was like, yes, there are Black people in Cuba, Nikki. I felt so bad because I just felt so stupid. I felt so stupid. She was like, yes, Nikki, there are Black people in Cuba. So then we're just having this long conversation. And then as we're talking, she was just like, you know, I'm not the only Cuban that works here, right? I'm not the only Black Cuban that works here. I was just like, oh, who else? So we start going through everybody at that freaking job that, you know, is Black, but is Latino. Everybody. I'm the only African-American that work at this freaking job. The only one whose slave ship stopped here. The only one. Everybody was Dominican or Puerto Rican or Cuban, Panamanian. I'm like, ain't nobody say nothing to me. Like, ain't nobody, like, you know, when I think about it now, you know what I mean? Like, they were in their culture, but it was more of a, you know, Cuban American kind of culture. But it was just, I was just like, oh, we hung out. I guess you don't talk about being who you are when you just, I don't know. But I was the guys, 34th Street Gap, three freaking floors worth of staff. The only African American that worked at that job. Everybody was Nigerian, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Panamanian. Who was that other guy that tried to date me? Haitian. That's another story for another time, but I had to get a security guard fired because he was trying to marry me and I wasn't into it. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I'm the only descendant from slavery. My first time meeting an Afro Latino, I'm telling you, it felt like the Matrix, right? It felt like the Matrix when Neo took that pill because my whole world just opened up and I realized that I was the only slavery descendant, like nobody else, the only American slavery descendant. Everybody else was from somewhere else. No, and they look, I had never seen, like, I'm from Philly, right? The Puerto Ricans that we see are J-Lo Puerto Ricans. I'm just gonna be real with you. I've never seen a Puerto Rican that looked like me until I moved to New York City. I was like, oh wow, what is this? I was 18 as a baby. But oh, the way she looked at me when I said, oh, you studied Spanish in school? She was like, oh, African Americans. Here we go. Well, yeah, Natalie, are you talking to me? Natalie said what you meant to say was Caribbean people, probably a mixture of Jamaican, Trinidadian, Vincent, and Barbados. No, we just had Jamaicans in Philly. Then what I was saying is we also had Africans, but I say African because everybody came from a different place. But that was more Jersey. So Jamaicans migrated from New York, like came here from Jamaica, and they just did New York and Philly. Everybody else, all the other Black people who aren't American went to Jersey. So Jersey had a huge influx of Black people from the diaspora. Oh, that 34th Street Gap is closing. Oh wow. Oh wow, the memories. The memories of that place. That's where I learned how to curse in Spanish from the dudes in the stock room. They taught me some song, and they heard me on the floor singing it, and they were singing, and they was like, Nikki, no, you can't say that. I was like, what is the song that you guys sing all the time? And I was like, no, those are bad words. Those are bad words, mama. Those are bad words. Tay, New York is fun. New York is fun if you get around the right people. If you get around the right people, you'll enjoy it. I'm so mad that's closed. I'm getting really sad. Is the H&M still there? Oh, no, Nelly. I don't know. Nelly said I was watching the Chatty Bros, Becca and Jess's partners, and they brought up a good point. Do we know anything about Matt's brother? We don't know. From pictures, we can assume. Vodka with 3 olives. I have no idea if Cuba is mostly Black. I'm just saying at 18, I didn't know they even existed. I didn't know. So that guys, my whole day was just, I was like, who? She's Puerto Rican? Who? Like, I just, baby, you got let your kids travel. You gotta let your kids travel, baby. I didn't know. It's Kima said my best friend is white passing Afro Latino. You see her, and then you see her mama, her Black mama. It was always so awkward because everyone thinks her mama was mine. She is Dominican. Oh, when? When did she work at the Gap? It's Kima. I might know her. Oh God. That I'm telling you, that place taught me so much. That's where I learned about I'm not saying I know everything about Dominican race relations, but my boss, who's Dominican, her husband is Dominican. She was dealing with being ostracized from her family. Like, so she was pregnant and she was having a baby shower, and she was just really going through it because her family was not coming because she was having a baby with a man who's her husband, who is, I guess Afro Latino, because he was very dark. I'm dark. He was very dark. And she was, poor thing. She was planning that baby shower and she was stressed the hell out because she knew a lot of her family wasn't coming, and she was just going through it because she was getting the invitations back and they were all declining to go because she was having a baby with him, having a child with her husband. And she was telling me this story, and like, she was telling me about it. in the most pleasant kind of way because she didn't want to offend me, because she would tell me about it. And then she would say, but my family, they love him, but they just wish that he was, lighter, like she would tell me in a way to like still defend her colorist family and to not make me feel some way because, I'm just as dark as her man. So I'm like, girl, that's not my problem. Wouldn't be me though. You know what I mean? But I learned a lot from that place. I'm in my feelings. As Kiva said, nah, she worked at a different Gap on Fifth Ave and 23rd. Oh, that was the nice one. That was the nice one. Wendy Sims 31 said, I'm African American, but since I live in South Florida, everybody assumes that I'm Haitian and start speaking Creole to me, and I'll be lost. Yeah, I would get that there too, and I'd be like, oh no, I'm just a regular one. One from the plantation. Oh, Claire's mother is Mexican? I had no idea. Oh yeah, Yolande. Colorism is real. All right, let's turn this conversation around because I have to end, but I don't want to end on colorism is real. We gotta turn it around. But I just really got in my feelings about that Gap closing. Oh, I used to always love to go back there when I visited. You know how you just go back and see how much you've, grown. My Nigerian manager, her name was Sylvie. I used to base one of my characters off of her that I would do in my show in college. She was such a character. The way she walked, like she was like this really sweet person until she had to deal with somebody who was stealing. She would just all of this like, oh, Nicole, are you going to be able to work this Saturday? Like she was that kind of person. But then like all of that would drop when she had to like get into it with somebody. Oh God, that job. Yes, Wendy, plantation teas. Okay, sad, but Iskema said, girl, my bestie married a white passing Puerto Rican, and these people were like, I hope the baby have green eyes and light skin. I'm waiting for them to get some color to stress the colorist aunts out. Yeah, my manager went through it. She while still pregnant, she really went through it. Just be on the floor crying. She was fun, but during that time, I hated to open with her because I was just like, oh, here we go. Here we go. At any given moment, it was also the baby, the emotions from that, her hormones were all over the place. But at any given moment, she would just be working the cash register. Okay, that is 15. Jesus. It's like, oh, okay. Okay, we'll take over it. We'll take over. No, it's okay. Go get yourself together. Just depressing. It was depressing. Poor thing. Caitlin Weaver said Matt is currently making y'all know I don't know how to say this word. Charcuterie board with pizza bagel, pizza rolls, dino nuggets, and Uncrustables. And this man is looking for a wife. Ugh. Ugh. And Tilly's 86 said, I'm Haitian. Hey, when I was a child, my parents had a friend who was a white Haitian. Oh, okay. When I saw that man speaking my native tongue, I hit him to the table. I had never seen that. I told y'all about that Chinese Jamaican girl that cussed me out when I went to Jamaica. Oh, I did that terrible accent, but y'all loved it. What did she say to me? To our friend? Oh, what the American girl stared at me like that for? She never saw a Chinese Jamaican? And I'm like, no, I haven't. Like, I was a little shocked. Give me that. Give me that. You know I'm American. You know this is not something that I see every day. So I'm sorry if I was staring a little too hard. I was. Because I was just like, and she had an attitude about it. Real nasty. You American. So what? Why you acting like that towards me? Ciao. I've lived a life. And I couldn't say anything. Like after she cussed me out, of course, you think about stuff that you could say, but I was still shocked that this, I had never seen a Chinese Jamaican person. Because I told you my stepdad is Jamaican, so I was very well versed in Jamaicans. Not until I went to the mountains of Ocho Rios am I seeing this Chinese Jamaican girl with an attitude. You know, I've seen a Chinese Jamaican girl before. No, I haven't seen a Chinese Jamaican. Nasty so. But she was right. She was right. I was staring at her like I was at a museum. It was wrong. It was wrong. My favorite Gap commercial is the Give a Little Bit. The Christmas one. Oh, that's my favorite one. Gently said, have you ever heard or seen the conversation around, Danny Lee, that song Yellowbone? Terrible. And the apology that she gave just made it worse. You are, first of all, white. And you're making a song about being called a Yellowbone, and you said that you're making it for your chocolate man, who you're saying that this is what he prefers, you, a Yellowbone, and you're making it in a response to his baby's mother, who is dark skinned. It's just so tone deaf. It's just tone deaf, it's racist, it's colorist. You're a white woman. You cannot say this. You cannot say this. You just can't. And then her excuse is, I can't be racist or colorist because I have sex with a dark chocolate man. Y'all can't be laying down with people who think like this. Like, y'all know how I am. I think that everybody deserves love, especially a Black woman. So I never, I'm not telling anybody to close off their borders because mines are not closed. Not at my big age. Not at my big age. We are not closing off no borders over here, right? But you got to make sure that your partner respects you and your culture. You have to make sure of that. Your girlfriend getting online saying, I can't be racist because I'm having sex with a chocolate man. Excuse, let your non-Black partner call you chocolate? Weird. We got a super chat from Anika. Anika said, hey, Nikki Boo. Yes, your Chinese Jamaican accent is hilarious. I love you in Delaware. I love you too, sis. Thank you so much. But yeah, that Danny Lee girl, you canceled yourself before you even got started. Child, poor thing. Before she even got started. That song was terrible, by the way. It was a terrible song, a terrible apology. It just, you, to prove that you're not a colorist, you make colorist comments and then they become sexual. Let me tell you something. Just because you're having sex with a chocolate man does not mean that you cannot be racist towards Black people or colorist towards Black people. It happens all the time. Ask Logic, okay? He writes whole albums about his white mama calling him the N-word. It happened. That's her baby. That's her baby, who every time she gets angry, she calls him little Negro, okay? It's who you are. It's your character. It's your heart. It's all like, just because you're attracted to somebody who has a different skin tone or a different culture does not mean you cannot be bigoted or racist or colorist against that person and their culture. It happens a lot. A lot. Black Lavender said people from Mississippi go down to New Orleans for a couple hours and come back home with Louisiana accent. I can't wait to go there. Wendy said, just seasoning my curry chicken and having a good old time. Yes. Cameron said you always have that one manager that you hate to open with and the one that you hate to close with. Absolutely. My two managers that I talked about, the one that I hated to open with, she was fine until she started going through that stuff with her baby shower. She was getting real emotional with that. And it was a lot. It was a lot to take on because you're the manager. Like, you are the energy. You create the energy of this shift. So, it was just a lot dealing with her. When she was not pregnant and dealing with her colorist family, she was fun. It's my Nigerian manager, the one who I based a lot of characters off of her. She's a great character. I hated closing with that woman. Absolutely hate. She wanted you to get the store to look like it was the day one, the first day it was open. And I'm just like, why are we in the back over here fluffing display sweaters? Nobody cares about the display sweaters because they never move. Why are we doing this? She would literally, oh, y'all getting me upset. She would literally come around, because I told y'all I was a jean specialist, come around and measure my jeans. Measure my jeans. They had to have a certain kind of thickness. And if my jeans did not have that thickness, if they were too skinny, she would make me do them over again. She's a character. I didn't like her. You're not going to like every character that you base certain characters off of. She was a good character. Did not like working with her. Sorry if you can hear my stomach. I need to eat something. I keep on drinking water. Hey, Yellow Bone. That's that song. Yellow Bone is what he want. Gross. It's not that bad. I thought it was going to be like green. Oh, this is actually pretty cute. This is the thing, right? In the privacy of your own home, if your man want to call you chocolate, because I ain't even gonna hold you. From the right man, that's cute. Okay. Yellow Bone, whatever. Fine. Don't take that out of your home. Everybody's not going to receive it the right way. Everybody's not going to receive it the way you receive it because you're getting it from somebody who cares for you. Leave that in the home. And also, if you dating a non-Black partner, don't let them give you any nicknames concerning your skin color. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all do race play. I ain't never loved a non-Black man enough to even to get to that point. But you know what? Y'all grown. Y'all kink is y'all kink. But nicknames concerning your skin color, and you ain't from my culture. No, sir. No, you're not calling me chocolate, Connor. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. K. Smith, listen, I will say this is bad PR for her, but it's also good PR because I didn't know who she was. I had no idea who Danny Lee was. Miss G, the baby gonna co-sign anything if he getting coochie. Of course he gonna co-sign that foolishness. Yeah, they call her JJ Fish. He's still with his baby mama. She did a whole interview. The baby's still with his baby mama. Simply, she did a whole interview. And she was just like, we have an understanding. See what I'm saying? I told you about the baby mamas and the baby daddies. They always have an understanding. Oh, Lily. I'm sorry. Yeah, nobody know who that girl was. We know who she is now. Oh, Valenzi said I worked at the 34th Street Gap for a few months before transferring to the one on 17th and 5th. That is the one that everybody was trying to get to. The only reason, like everybody like that, I used to take shifts. Do y'all still do that at in retail or especially the Gap? We used to be able to switch shifts with people from different stores. So if I needed Saturday off, but nobody at 34th Street Gap could cover me on Saturday, I could go to a close, Gap and switch shifts with somebody there. So I used to switch shifts with people at 17th and 5th all the time. We love that location. The only reason why I didn't switch there permanently is because of my train. Like I could literally walk out of 34th Street Gap and get on a train home. I didn't want to do all that at 17th and 5th. But again, I was a kid. Now that I think about it, I should have did it. The manager wanted me over there. I should have did it. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind, Valenzi. Because Valenzi said she left after they were held up by men with shotguns at 7 a.m. in the morning. Well, you know what? Never mind. I love that location. Oh, no. Oh, she's a dancer, Tracy. I didn't know that Danny was you know what? I don't know nothing about Danny. KT said, Nikki, when are you doing the Married at First Sight review? I was going to do it this week, but I'm doing it next week because I realized, I don't know who reached out to me, but y'all let me know that I wasn't watching the right episodes. So I went on my DVR and I found all of the episodes that I need to watch to be prepared for the next episode of Married at First Sight. because I had watched something, but it wasn't really the episode. It was like a leading up to it, and then I watched another thing that I thought was the episode, but it really wasn't. One of you guys explained to me what was happening, that there were a lot of specials and leads up to it, but it really wasn't the show yet. So I finally found all the episodes that I need to watch, and I recorded them. So I watched them this week, but I didn't want to do it this week because I would not have enough time to watch them and be prepared. Yes, I'm actually about to go, my loves. Oh, it absolutely is, Nelly. It's absolutely Black outrage. Is, listen, it brings engagement. It brings engagement to your brand. So Yolandi said one of my exes called me chocolate to his friends, and I called him white rice. Oh, Jesus. Lord, listen, whatever you do in the comfort of your own home in your bedroom, that ain't nobody business. Outside, please don't let nobody hear him call you chocolate. Can I accept a white man calling me chocolate? No. How about, not an Asian man? Chocolate. No. Stick to calling me beautiful. Vodka, I did Real Housewives of Atlanta earlier. Real Housewives of Atlanta, I did that one at 12. This is The Bachelor. Oh, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills better be good with everything going on with Erica. I heard they were filming everything, so who knows? Yes, I'm watching Bling Empire, Mel. I haven't finished it yet. I want to finish it, then I'm going to review every episode after I finish it. Dallas and Bell Collective. Bell Collective is this week because they come on Friday. Bell Collective is the new shows that I'm doing this week are Bell Collective and the Real House. Bell Collective and Little Women Atlanta. Next week I'll add Bling Empire and Married at First Sight. Oh yeah, go and watch The Bachelor, guys. I'm going to go do my steps, then come back and eat, and then watch The Bachelor with you guys because it's only four. It's four, almost 5. Let them know, Miss Brown Sugar. Anyway, of course, y'all know I love hanging out with you. I think I've been here like 3 hours. Guys, stop being fun. So, because people who don't know us, write in my comment section, oh, why is this so long? They don't understand. We vibing. We having a good time over here. But I got to cut these short because we just be having way too much fun. And new people are coming to the channel and we're still growing. So we have to, get some structure over here. But I love y'all. And I just, I have a good time. I have a good time hanging out with you guys. Angela said I'm a chocolate queen. Yes, you are, my loves. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow for The Bachelor. Love ya. Bye. Mwah. Oh, my Gap is closed. I'm making I made a sauce, a lemon sauce, and I'm having that with broccoli and rice. Listen, we got to keep it cute. Love y'all. Bye. Bye.